Brianna, I really need to talk to you. It's very urgent. You better reply to these messages. Look, why on earth are you still at home right now? You need to bring us to that restaurant. In fact, you're useless at anything I ask of you, so do me a favor and leave. To be honest, I don't like having to look at you. Excuse me? Why are you talking to me like this for? What did I even do to you? What are you trying to get at here? Am I not allowed to live in my own house? Of course you've got no idea what I'm trying to get at. I heard some story about a store that I thought was yours and Harry's. What are you doing at some fancy restaurant? I also heard from Harry that you treat the place like it's your own. Why do you act like you own everything in this town, Brianna? Huh? I don't understand. So Harry turned around and said that to you? I wonder why you'd do that, even though you asked me why I treat a place like it's mine? Why do you even care? But, well, I might as well tell you. It's because it's actually mine, Victoria. I didn't realize you stuck your nose up at me so much. I was planning on leaving the actual management duties to Harry, if you really must know. I don't know why you're even wanting to talk about this. Well, so you should leave him in charge, because you don't have that kind of talent. That's why your father didn't choose you, right? He chose Harry because he's responsible. There's actually other circumstances as well. Anyway, we're getting completely off topic. What is it that you wanted to say, dear mother-in-law? So I talked to Harry about you. Even if I try to kick you out of the house, you just won't leave. To what extent do you have to cause this family trouble, huh? Honestly, you're more than a nuisance. Trouble? What the heck are you on about, Victoria? Since when have I caused any trouble for this family? I'm not doing anything at all. Wow, I'm stunned. You really don't understand anything, you stupid girl. I just told you that you're a nuisance. Don't you listen to people at all, Brianna? Well, Harry hasn't told me to leave either, so I don't know what you're on about when it comes to him. Isn't this some kind of mistake you're making? But even before that, haven't you both been saying that you wanted a divorce? I can't believe that you don't understand what I'm talking about. I didn't realize how stupid you were. Don't you think there's a limit to how much stupidity this family can take from you, Brianna? You're so dull and don't use your brain for anything. Huh? I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. I'm not stupid. I'm just obviously not in the loop of what you're telling me. I'll check with Harry then. Harry hasn't said anything to me recently about any of this business. I don't know what this situation is about, Victoria. You need to calm down. Don't tell me to calm down. I'm going to make this very clear. Because of you, Harry wanted to take over the management of that high-end restaurant. I already know that this is going to end well, and he should be with someone different. So my family has decided to do something about it. You really need to get out of his life, okay? What did you just say to me? Are you saying that everything's going to him? Is that what you just said to me? You think he's going to manage by himself? So are you, Harry, and the rest of the relatives cooperating as a family to try and get rid of me or something? That's right, I'm wanting to get through this with the entire family involved because I don't want you around. You're not a part of the family, you're a complete eyesore, so please leave. To be honest with you, since you've been with Harry, I've never classed you as being a part of this family. So please stop making my life miserable and leave. Wow, I can't believe you'd say something like that to me, Victoria. I thought that we were getting along finally, but I guess not. But I understand what you want. However, I'm not going to take this lying down. I'm going to go and check with Harry if he feels the same way as you do, and I don't think he does. Hey, Harry, your mother said something really outrageous to me. She told me to leave the family. You've not talked to her recently, have you? You weren't listening to her, right?
What are you talking about, Brianna? What exactly did my mother say to you? What's going on here? I've got no idea what you're on about, honey.
Oh, come on, Harry. Don't play dumb with me. This is not the time to be messing around with me. Stop treating me like I'm some kind of idiot when I'm not. I don't think that everything your mom is saying is true, but I need to check things out with you. She's trying to work out some plan to kick me out. Don't you get that?
Look, if you already know what she's trying to do to you, then why don't you listen to her and leave the house? My mom is very clear with her intentions.
Ugh, I should have known that you were being all serious about this. What are you going to do if you were to kick me out then, huh? Harry, are you seriously planning to manage the restaurant all by yourself? Don't you know how difficult that is to do without any help from me?
I don't care what you say, Brianna. Can you please just put the restaurant in my name? Your father's already gone, and he told me when he was alive it would go to me. You keep insisting that you've got rights to it, but your father promised it to me. I'm just trying to get my inheritance here, so let me at it. When I told my mother about what I wanted to do, she told me that I should divorce you and kick you out of the house. I think it's a brilliant idea.
I don't remember ever trying to convince you that I've got more rights over this restaurant than you. You're making all of this crap up, Harry. Fine, if you want me to change the name, then I can go ahead and do that. Either way, I'm not interested in owning the restaurant anyways. It wasn't like I was trying to take my father's inheritance for myself when there wasn't any inheritance to begin with. So I guess you can do what you want.
Well, none of it matters now because you were able to hand over everything on your own. As long as I can get the restaurant, I'll be running it. Of course, running a restaurant at such a young age is a little bit risky, but I'm sure I can accomplish what I need to do. It seems like my life will be sunshine and roses soon, right?
Well, let's hope that that'll be it for you, Harry. So, you still want to divorce me and take over the restaurant then? Is that what you truly want?
Of course that's what I want. Mom was right. You're a bit slow on understanding things. Yeah, so that's what will happen. So hand over the restaurant.
Okay, let me just confirm one more thing with you, okay? Is it okay to change the name to yours so that you'll have all the rights to the restaurant? Is it okay if we get divorced and then we completely cut ties so that we don't ever have to see or hear from each other ever again? Are you all right with that?
Well, in my opinion, to be able to run this restaurant successfully without any distractions, that's the best thing for me. I can't wish for more.
All right then, I guess we should start the process as soon as possible so we can just get this over with. If this is the case, I'll do as you wish, Harry. Even if you regret it later on in the future, you can't come crying to me when everything hits the fan, because I'll be nothing more than a stranger to you. I want to ask one thing of you as well. Don't ever try and ask me for help, okay? You're putting me through so much already, and I need to try and move on.
Why on earth would I or anyone else need your help? Since my mother's here, I'm sure everything will be fine with this venture.
All right then, if you've got nothing else to say to me, I'll go. Please do your best by your family. I hope that I don't get involved with any more of this madness. Hey, Brianna, I'm just going to throw out all of your belongings, okay? If you don't want that to happen, you need to grab your bags and leave this house right now. Wow, you were already planning to kick me out today, weren't you? I had no idea you'd do that, but I should expect you to do something like that. I already packed my things, so whatever you need to throw out, it's fine. Also, I plan on changing the name of the store as soon as possible to Harry's. I think if I can get this process done as soon as possible, then I'll be able to manage to do by next week. Nobody will have to wait that long. Oh, you're such a pain sometimes, Brianna. Why on earth were you the one that got to inherit the restaurant in the first place? It makes no sense to me. It would have been quicker if Harry was just given the restaurant from your father's inheritance at the very beginning of this mess. Well, that may be true, but what does it matter now, since he's getting the restaurant anyways? I'll be putting it in his name shortly. I've talked to Harry and we've already agreed to that, so you don't need to worry about a thing, Victoria. You'll all get everything you want. Wow, you're so bossy. You just had to act like this right until the end, didn't you? How dare you talk to me like that, you stupid little girl? I'm glad to be rid of you. Excuse me, I'm just telling you what's going on. I don't know how I'm being bossy to you, Victoria. Sometimes I can't understand where you get these ideas about me from. Since the start, you've been acting like the restaurant belonged to you when it really belonged to Harry. From now on, we'll manage the business, so leave us alone. Don't you think you're going to regret doing this to me, kicking me out, threatening me, handing all the responsibility of a restaurant over to you? Oh, be quiet now and leave my family alone, you little brat. Since you'll be leaving us now to move on with our lives, there'll be nothing to worry about. All you are, Brianna, is a plague created by God to try and wipe my family out. Well, it didn't work. You're such an eyesore, so get out of here now. Well, if you say so, Victoria, I'll do as you say, oh mighty one. I'll leave you alone. I think things are going to get even tougher for you all from now on, so be prepared. Please do your best for your family, and I hope that you can get through this and come out stronger. I'm no longer a part of your family anymore, Victoria. To be honest, I don't think we ever thought of each other as family from the very beginning anyway. I'll disappear now. Pardon me for somehow ruining your life. Huh? Why on earth are you calling me for, Victoria? Why can't you just leave me alone? I left, didn't I? What more do you want from me now, huh? I changed the name over to Harry, so I don't know why you're calling me. I have no need to talk to you about anything anymore, Victoria. I'm not here to talk about all that. I'm in a bit of trouble here, and that's why I was trying to call you. Don't you ever pick up the phone? Okay, so you're in a bit of trouble? So what is it then? Are you going to tell me or what? Look, I'm not interested in your problems anymore. So don't even bother telling me what's going on. Is it not going as well as you thought? Just please do the best you can with what you've got. Excuse me? How dare you interact with me like this? Why are you acting like I'm a stranger to you when I'm your mother-in-law? You are such a rude little brat. Don't you even realize what you've done to us? This is all your fault, and you set all this up so that we would fail, didn't you? How could you do this to me when I've done so much for you? What on earth are you talking about, Victoria? What's my fault? Of course I'm talking to you as if I'm a stranger because I've divorced your son. What's wrong with talking about it in this way when it's obviously someone else's problem and not my own that I've got to deal with, huh? I did what you told me to do, didn't I? I divorced your son and moved out so that I could leave you alone. What more do you want from me, Victoria? What on earth is going on here? This restaurant originally belonged to Harry, right? So, the sales, what he's earning so far, shouldn't he be receiving it? Why are we being robbed of the profits for? Oh, this doesn't make any sense to me, especially when everything is supposed to be in Harry's name. I've got no idea what you're talking about, Victoria. I think you're misunderstanding how this whole process works. This is a restaurant that I inherited from my late father. I did say that I wanted Harry to take over, and that was what my father said as he was thinking about my future after he left this world. Wait a minute, what? What's that supposed to mean? I don't understand what you're talking about. What do you mean he was thinking about you? Well, you've obviously just misunderstood the situation, right, Victoria? So does your problem really matter? In the end, I gave it all to Harry. What's the problem? It's not because the store is in a prime location, but it was in the red. I thought that you both knew that things were not so good with sales. Excuse me, what did you just say? What do you mean the restaurant is in the red? What does that even mean? How is it not making money? Huh. Did Harry not tell you how the store was doing or anything like that? My father's store has been in the red since he passed away. It's been difficult to manage. Harry was the one running it the entire time, so he should know about it, right? Well, to tell you the truth, Harry doesn't have any prior knowledge of management. He really has no idea how to run a restaurant. I guess he took advantage of it because he thought that he could get rich off his high income. So it was constructed on a prime location in the city, but of course the rent of the place has gone up dramatically in the past few years. But on the surface, it looks like the store sales are higher, but of course all the underlying costs have increased as well, so that's why it's in the red. Wait, just a minute there, Brianna. Are you telling me that the rent is really expensive and that we'll never be able to get on top of it? Surely there's no such thing as a restaurant being in the red, right? You're lying to me right now so that we get screwed over, aren't you? I'm not surprised. Are you doing this to us so that you can get some money out of us? Make us dirt poor like you? How dare you try to scheme like that? I know you're hiding money from us. Are you kidding me right now, Victoria? Do you seriously think that I'm hiding money? Why on earth would I even do that for? Who would that benefit? I don't have the amount of money that I would even want to hide. Have you lost your mind or something? Why would I do such a thing for? Then why on earth is the restaurant in the red then? It's definitely because you took the money when we weren't looking. It's impossible for a high-class restaurant to be in the red, right? Weren't you listening to me? And you said I was stupid and didn't know how to listen. I think that person is you right now, Victoria. Just open your ears a little bit. The restaurant itself was doing really well not long after it was opened. After my mother passed away, my father started doing everything at the restaurant. Things were starting to break down in the restaurant, so we had a lot of trade people coming in and out of the place, especially for water leaks. It was not a good time for the restaurant. They forced us to pay their high prices just so everything would get fixed. It wasn't fun. Then another thing went wrong when it came to the contract. To begin with, we were renting a place where the land itself was quite expensive to rent. It was a hard time when it came to managing the money to keep the place running. What are you talking about? Why on earth would you rent a place for? I thought that the land was yours and that it was all in your name. Explain everything to me right now. The land and the place that the restaurant sits on is a rental property. Didn't you know that? I thought that Harry would have told you all the details. What the heck? How is this not known to me? This really doesn't make any sense. Why wasn't the land bought or anything like that? I feel so blindsided right now. Is this not the restaurant that Harry inherited from your father? I thought that everything came with it, the land and everything. I am so confused. Look, Harry said that he wanted to take over the restaurant for some ridiculous reason, even though it wasn't making a lot of money. I just gave it to him since he wanted it. My father was actually thinking about closing the restaurant not long before he passed away, since it was getting to be such a burden on my family financially. I couldn't see myself taking over the family business in the future because I knew it wouldn't make me any money at all. But I never thought things would turn out like this. So, to finally put this straight, this store is a rented place and the rent is also super expensive, is that right? In addition to that, we're in the red due to purchases and other factors. No matter how hard we try and get out of the red and try to be successful, there will be no money coming directly into our pockets. Are you kidding me right now? Well, it seems like that's the way things are going to be for you. That's basically it in a nutshell. I know what you're planning to do, though. You just thought that this would be easy money because people are paying for the food, but it doesn't even cover the bills. You were just trying to put all that money into your pocket, right? It's such a joke that you never thought how you didn't look into how much this restaurant would make you. That's pretty tough, yeah? And you knew what we were getting into all along, didn't you, you little brat? How dare you set up my son like this? Do you have any idea for the things that we have to pay for now? Don't you know that there's a pile of bills stacking up in the office already? Are you telling me that we've got to pay for all of this now? That is so unfair and wrong. Well, Harry was the one who wanted to take over the restaurant in the first place. It's his fault that he didn't do his homework on the restaurant in the beginning. I don't know what you've got to pay for since I've not seen it, but I guess you'll have to do something about it since it's in Harry's name. Isn't it normal to pay for bills? If I've got to pay for all of these bills, won't we go completely bankrupt? We can't afford that to happen since we've only just got the restaurant handed to us. Oh, this wasn't supposed to happen. Well, how am I supposed to know all those things are going to happen, Victoria? All I've done is handed all the responsibilities to your son. Just do your best, I guess. I did as you asked, and that's all I could have done. I handed the store over to Harry. Isn't this what you and him wanted? I would be rather grateful for the opportunity. I'm glad that all your wishes came true, Victoria. It's so nice to see people like you getting what they want. Saves me from having to do all the hard work. How could you do this to us, you little cow? What wishes are you even talking about? I didn't wish for this to happen. I didn't wish for us to be in the red immediately after taking over. This isn't what we were hoping for at all. We decided to take over the restaurant because we thought that we were going to make lots of money off of it. But now we're in the red and we're up to our ears in debt, and it's all because of you. You knew what it was like beforehand. I've never heard of such a top-notch restaurant being in this sort of condition. I don't get why you're harping off at me for, Victoria. What do you want me to even say to that? I can't do anything since it's not in my name anymore. But don't you think it's even weirder that Harry didn't know? He's the one that's been in charge of the management duties, so how can he not know? Okay, well, about Harry, he's gone off somewhere and hasn't let me know where he's going. I've got no idea what to do now. He won't pick up his phone, it just goes straight to voicemail. Wait a minute, what? What do you mean he's gone somewhere? Oh my God, I knew that when things got hard that he'd just run away from the problems. He just ran off and disappeared on the night I told him about the situation, and he's not come home since then. I think he's regretting doing this. There's no way that my husband and I can pay for all these bills. It's too much money to give away. Originally, I tried to convince my husband to quit his job, but he thinks running the restaurant is impossible. I thought that he was in this with me and that we'd all try and run the restaurant together, and now my family is completely abandoning the plan. Are you serious? You made your husband quit his job so that he can run a restaurant that has a super unstable future? Why would you do something like that to the poor guy? I can't believe this has all fallen through for you. I knew that it would at some time, but I didn't think it would happen so soon, though. How are you going to be able to pay for this if your husband has hardly an income? Even at the restaurant, my father used to cook the meals. I do wonder what you're all going to do from now on. Are you at the point of hiring a head chef yet? Because that's super important. Huh? A head chef? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Why would we need a head chef if we're the ones working there now? Wow, you really have no idea how to run a restaurant, do you, Victoria? You've not even organized that. What on earth is Harry doing? Well, running away from his problems, of course. I'm surprised, but I'm not in complete shock about this. It's crazy how much hasn't been talked about up until now. Harry must have a lot on his mind right now, but to be honest, it's got nothing to do with me anymore. It's all on your family now. Just do your best with what you've got, Victoria. Now just hold on a minute there. I have been telling you all of this because you screwed us over, and now we need your help. You can't just say such reckless things about this situation. How on earth is my family supposed to pay for this place without getting us into financial turmoil? Don't you know how much we have to pay? This restaurant is located near the back of the building, but your family's house was at the front, so it still more or less belongs to you. So why should we be parting out the money for? How many times do I have to repeat myself with people in this family? You never listen, do you? I see where Harry gets it from. I literally changed every single thing into Harry's name. That's what you wanted, right? And that's also what Harry wanted, and there is no point in lying about that fact. He wasn't going to stop until he got what he wanted. So I gave it to him, debt and all. It's his responsibility to deal with it now, not mine. I've wiped my hands of it. It's all on you folks to pay up and keep it running, if you can. Also, I told Harry that I don't want anything to do with him after I signed everything over to him and when the divorce was finalized. I don't need any crap from him or you, Victoria. Can you please just get out of my life so that I can move on in peace? I can't do anything because my name isn't on anything anymore. Even if your family were the last people on Earth, I still would have no intention of helping you figure this out. I'm through with all of you. But you can't just do this to us. Are you really not going to help us pay for this since it was your family's restaurant in the first place? Such a cruel way to treat your elders. What the heck did you just say to me, Victoria? Are you saying I'm cruel? Oh, you are absolutely delusional. Do you have any idea how you've treated me in the past few weeks, you old hag? What did you just call me? An old hag? I'm not even that old, you little cow. How dare you speak to me like that? I've done nothing to you. You're to help us pay this money off the restaurant. Hell to the no, I am not helping you with anything, you old hag, and I'll keep calling you that because you're nothing but a stranger to me. You've treated me like I'm stupid. I'm not stupid because I just handed over something that won't make you any money. You sabotaged my marriage and my life, and I've had to start all over. But now that I don't have the restaurant to worry about, things will be a lot easier for me than it will for your son. He's just a scary little man who can't face his problems. How dare you talk about my son that way? He was a good husband, and you should be thanking us for having you under our roof for as long as we did. Oh, shut up, Victoria. You treated me like crap, and I'm glad to be out of that disgusting house. I've really reached my limit with you, so I'm going to end this conversation now. Don't you dare walk away from this. We need your help. Don't just run away from your responsibilities. Your father would have not approved of this. Get back here, you little cow. My father would have made sure that I wasn't being emotionally abused by my husband and mother-in-law. I think he'd be very happy with the outcome. At least I'm happy with what's happened. Just do your best to pay the bills, otherwise you might end up in a lot of debt and things will just get worse for you. Enjoy the restaurant and don't even think about contacting me again. After that, Brianna found out where Harry had run off to. She was able to inform her ex-mother-in-law Victoria to his whereabouts, and she was able to drag Harry back to his problems that he needed to face. He's currently working full-time at a factory while paying off the debts. It seems that all of Brianna's ex-in-laws are working just to make ends meet now. It was all on them since Harry didn't look at what him and his family were getting into. They should have read the fine print of the contract. Nothing they do matters to Brianna anymore as she tries to move on with her life. She's glad that scumbag Harry can no longer run away from his problems or any of the debts he owes. It's his fault because he managed the restaurant poorly and he needs to take responsibility for that. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hi, just making sure this is the right number for Mallory Bradley.
It is. Who is this?
Nice to meet you. I'm Ellie, the woman your husband is madly in love with. I figured you'd pretend not to know, but come on, you've been dragging this divorce out way too long. It's time to let go. He wants me now. You and those kids are just in the way.
Okay, so you're telling me you're, what, his mistress?
Ugh, I hate that word. We're not sneaking around. We're in love. We've been together for a while now. He tells me everything. I tell him everything. We're soulmates.
Huh, I had my suspicions, but I didn't think the woman he was cheating with would text me directly. That's pretty bold of you to do.
Bold? No, honey, it's called confidence. I'm not going to play second fiddle to someone who's clearly just clinging to a dead marriage.
That's interesting, because Howard's never mentioned a divorce, not once.
Yeah, right. He told me you're being totally uncooperative. All you're doing is stalling and making it impossible for him to move on.
He tells you that, huh? Fascinating. Tell me more.
Oh, I could go on forever. He's miserable with you. He tells me how trapped he feels. You seriously think this is still a real marriage?
I'm just trying to keep up. One second he's silent at home, the next his mistress is texting me out of the blue. Forgive me for being a little confused.
Please, he gave up on you a long time ago. If you're really confused about what's going on, then you're just a moron. No offense.
None taken. So how'd you get my number?
Found it in his phone. Don't freak out. I needed to do this. Woman to woman.
You do realize how weird this is, right?
What's weird is you still pretending this marriage is alive. I'm offering you a chance to walk away with a little dignity.
You don't get to decide what I do with my dignity. If you want me to believe anything, you're going to have to give me more than just your word. I just don't take the word of a stranger seriously, especially when she introduces herself by announcing she's the woman my husband's madly in love with.
Oh, wow. You really want me to send proof? Like photos? Because I can. Plenty of them.
If you have any photos of the two of you together, then yes, I'd love to see them. And if you won't show me any, then I'm afraid I have no reason to believe you.
You really are in denial. Fine, if you won't believe me, maybe this will convince you. I'm pregnant.
I see. You're pregnant, are you?
Yup, his baby is in my belly right now. Which means you need to take care of the 5 he already has. They're not going to be my problem.
Wow, that's quite the ask. You not only know we have 5 kids, but you want me to take them all?
Obviously, you're his wife. You raised them already. You know their schedules, their needs, all that stuff.
If we were to get divorced, then all I'd be taking would be our youngest son.
What? You can't just pick and choose. You don't get to say, I'll take the easy one and leave me with the rest.
The youngest is the only one out of the 5 who is actually my child. The others came with Howard from his past marriages. I think I've done enough work raising other people's children for one time. They're his problem now.
Wait, back up. Past marriages? You're saying he's been married before you?
You didn't know? You're not the first. Far from it.
He told me he was with you for ages, but that's it.
Well, he lied. There were others. Their mothers wanted to take their kids when they divorced him, but he wouldn't allow it. He said he'd raise them himself. He didn't mention the part where he dumped them on whoever he married next.
I seriously cannot believe this right now. He never mentioned being married more than once.
Well, now you know. I'd say you should ask him about it, but I have a feeling he'll just lie to you the same way he lied to me, and probably the same way he lied to the women before me.
Wow. Just wow. Why would he keep something like that from me?
Maybe because he knew it'd scare you off, or maybe because he didn't think it mattered. Either way, it doesn't change much now, does it?
Unbelievable. And yet you still stayed with him?
Not for love. Let's just say I didn't have a whole lot of better options at the time.
Well, I do have options. I can make Howard happy. Way happier than you ever could.
Great. Then you've got nothing to worry about, right?
So then you'll sign the divorce papers? Like, actually go through with it?
Sure. In fact, I've been wanting to get rid of him for a while now. I just didn't think I'd get the opportunity handed to me by someone else.
Good. Finally, we're making progress.
But let's get one thing clear. I'm not taking those kids.
You have to. I can't raise 5 of someone else's brats.
And you think I can? What makes you think I have the time or energy for that? I raised them already. I did my part. Now it's your turn, sweetheart.
This is such a mess. Why did no one tell me he had all this baggage?
Because he probably didn't want you to know. But now that you do, you get to decide if you're still interested. You wanted the man, you're getting the whole package.
You could at least help out.
I am helping by stepping aside. I think a simple thank you would be in order.
Don't be smug. I'm doing you a favor. You should be grateful I came along.
Oh, I am. It's not every day someone volunteers to take a cheating, lying man off your hands. You've done a real public service.
You're being so cold about this. Don't you have any emotions at all?
I just don't waste them on people who don't deserve them. Anyway, there's only one thing I still don't get.
What?
What exactly do you see in a man in his 50s with 5 kids and multiple failed marriages? Genuinely curious.
That's none of your business. And for the record, he's not like that with me. What we have is real.
Sure, because he's always so different this time. Ask any of us exes. We've heard it all before.
I don't care what you think. He's going to divorce you, marry me, and we'll have a perfect life together.
Uh-huh. And the 5 kids? Where do they fit in?
He'll figure something out. Probably send them to boarding school or something. They're not my problem.
Wow, you really think children are disposable, huh? Noted.
I don't need to be judged by you.
Then stop saying ridiculous things and maybe get a job, a well-paying one. You're going to need it.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just saying, you might want to keep your expectations realistic.
You're trying to psych me out. That's such a classic jealous ex move.
Believe what you want. I'm just giving you the courtesy I never got.
I know what I'm getting into. Howard loves me. He tells me that every day.
That's nice. He said the same thing to me, and probably the same to the woman before me, and the one before that, and so on.
Wow, you really think you're clever, huh? You're not special. You're just bitter.
No bitterness here, just a quiet appreciation for patterns. Howard's got a lot of them.
Look, I don't care about your experience or whatever. He chose me. I'm the one he wants now.
And he said that to the others too, at first.
Keep talking. All you're doing is making yourself look old and insecure.
Getting older's not the insult you think it is, so you're gonna have to try harder than that to upset me.
He told me you made him feel trapped. Being with me is like breathing fresh air.
He's very poetic when he wants to be. Just don't be surprised when the air starts feeling a little stale.
You were seriously obsessed with tearing him down. You must miss him more than you let on.
Not even a little. I'm just amazed at how confident you are, considering the track record.
Oh, please. You had your chance. You blew it.
If that helps you sleep at night, I won't argue.
You're just jealous. He told me I'm everything you're not. Young, exciting, easy to talk to.
You sound like you're pretty confident in yourself, Ellie. That's good. Confidence is important, especially with what you've signed up for.
Don't act like you know him better than I do.
I know what it's like to be in your shoes. That's all I'll say.
You think you're wise just because you're older. That doesn't make you right.
You're right. What makes me right is that I've lived through what you're about to.
I'm nothing like you. He's different with me. We don't argue. He tells me everything.
That's what I thought too. Until he stopped answering questions, stopped coming home on time, started making excuses.
He wouldn't do that to me. We have something real.
I'm sure you'd like to believe that, Ellie.
Listen to yourself. You're just hoping we fall apart. You want to watch us fail. That's the only way you'll be able to keep your dignity intact after Howard ditches you.
No, I don't care whether you two fall or not, actually. If you're really happy, I won't stand in the way. But when things start feeling off, just remember this conversation.
Why don't you go write a blog post or something? I don't need your tired little warnings.
What can I say? I'm an old woman, Ellie. I have a lot of experience, and I like to share it with younger girls. Especially with ones who desperately need to hear it, like yourself.
Hey, I saw your message. What's going on? Are you okay?
I'm perfectly fine, Howard. In fact, I'm better than fine. I'm finally making the decision I should have made years ago.
What are you talking about? What decision?
I want a divorce. And no, this isn't a threat or a scare tactic. This is me being clear. It's over.
Whoa, hold on a second. Where is this coming from? You can't just drop that out of nowhere.
It's not out of nowhere. You know exactly where it's coming from. I know about Ellie.
Ellie? What do you mean? Who is this Ellie person? A friend of yours?
Don't do that. Don't play dumb with me. She texted me. She told me everything.
She what? She talked to you?
Directly. She found my number in your phone. Guess she was feeling bold.
Unbelievable! Why would she do that? That's insane!
Is it? I actually found it kind of helpful. Saved me the trouble of pretending everything was fine for one more day.
This isn't what you think, okay? It's complicated. It's not like I planned for this to happen.
You didn't plan for it, but you let it happen. Over and over. And now she's pregnant.
You know about that, too? She told you?
Yep. You weren't going to tell me, were you? Just let me keep playing house with your 5 kids while you build a new one behind my back.
Mallory, I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't want to hurt you. You have to believe that.
Hurt me? Howard, you've been hurting me for years. You just finally gave it a name.
Look, we can fix this, okay? This doesn't have to be the end. We can work through it. We've come back from worse.
I don't think sleeping with someone else and getting her pregnant is a rough patch, Howard. That's a whole new chapter, without me in it.
Please don't do this. Think about the kids. They need you. They love you.
The only child I'm thinking about is my son. I'm done raising children that aren't mine. You had me doing that long enough.
That's not fair, though. You're their mom, Mallory. You're the only mom they know. They call you mom and everything.
Yeah, because you insisted that they do so under threat of grounding. Because I was the one making lunches and going to parent-teacher conferences and staying up with them when they had nightmares. Meanwhile, you were working late.
I didn't want them to go through another broken home. I wanted them to have some stability in their lives, you know?
That's funny. It seems to me like if you wanted them to have stability, you would have let them stay with their mothers, instead of, putting them through a revolving door of mothers.
I don't know what you want me to say here. We built a life together. You can't just throw that away.
I'm not throwing anything away. I'm reclaiming what's left of my life. Something I haven't been allowed to think about since the day I said I do.
You're being dramatic. You're angry right now. I get that.
No, I'm done right now. Big difference.
Look, I know I messed up. I know I've been selfish, but we can start over. We can go to counseling. Please, just don't give up on us.
There is no us, Howard. There's only ever been you doing whatever you want. And me cleaning up the mess. I'm tired, Howard. I'm really, really tired.
Just think about what you're saying. This doesn't have to end this way. You don't have to walk away from the only family you've got.
I'm not walking away from family. I'm walking away from a man who never saw me as his partner. Just a built-in babysitter with a marriage certificate.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do without you. What am I going to do about the kids?
You'll figure it out. You managed just fine when you were sneaking around. You'll manage now.
So you're just gone then? Just like that?
Not just like that. Like this. After years of pretending things would get better. After years of swallowing my pride for your kids. After crying myself to sleep more nights than I can count. That's how I'm leaving.
For God's sake, Mallory, don't do this!
Don't bother texting back. I won't answer. But I will be filing those divorce papers first thing in the morning. Goodbye, Howard. Morning. Just thought I'd let you know. You got what you wanted.
Wait, what?
The divorce is official. He's all yours now. Congrats.
OMG. No.
Something wrong?
A lot has happened since we talked.
I'm sure it has.
Mallory, he's furious at me, like actually screaming and throwing things.
That sounds like a you problem.
He said I broke up his marriage, that I ruined everything.
He needed someone to blame, but let's be real, he was never much of a prize to begin with.
I don't understand. He always said you were the problem, that you were lazy and selfish and cold.
Well, one of us was working full-time, paying the mortgage and covering every single one of his child support payments. Care to guess which one?
What are you talking about? I'm confused.
Oh yeah, surprise! Howard makes next to nothing. I paid for everything.
But he said, he told me he was successful, that you were just using him for his money.
And you believed that? Wow.
He has a nice car, expensive clothes. He tips like a rich guy.
Ellie, sweetie, that car is leased under my name. The clothes? My Christmas gifts. The tips? My card. I have the receipts.
No, that can't be right.
I'm not sure what fantasy you bought into, but I promise it was never based on reality.
So what? You're telling me he's broke?
Dirt poor. The man couldn't afford a sandwich without my debit card.
Oh my God.
Oh, honey, we're just getting started.
What else are you hiding?
Nothing. I'm free now, remember? But you're about to meet the real Howard.
He has so many kids, Mallory. They're always over. They won't stop fighting. The house smells like feet. One of them called me the fake one.
Sounds about right. They used to call me not mom number 3.
Okay, I knew he had an ex-wife or two, but I 'didn't think I'd be stuck raising his entire lineage.
That's the Howard experience. Comes with emotional baggage, financial ruin, and a built-in daycare.
He made it sound like his kids were mostly grown.
That's what he told me when we met, and they were toddlers.
I didn't think I'd be playing stepmom to his soccer team.
Welcome to my Tuesdays and Wednesdays and every other day he needed help.
I thought we were gonna travel, sleep in, do brunch.
Instead, you're cooking mac and cheese at 9 p.m. while someone screams that their iPad died.
I don't even like kids.
Neither does he. If we're being honest, he just collects them, like Pokemon.
This is so not what I signed up for.
You thought you were the exception. Turns out, you're just next in line.
I thought I was gonna be different, that we were gonna be different.
That's what they all think, that he'd change for them. But Howard doesn't change. He just rotates.
So what now? I just become you?
If you're lucky, I had a job and boundaries.
This is so messed up.
No argument there, but now he's your mess, and I've never slept better.
He keeps saying we'll figure it out, that I just need to be patient, but he's home all day, doing nothing.
Yep, that's the man you fought so hard to win.
I can't believe this. I gave up everything for him. My apartment, my job.
Should have read the fine print.
So what do I do now?
That's the $1,000,000 question. Except in your case, it's more like $50 and an overdue water bill.
Mallory, seriously, what do I do?
Figure it out, like the rest of us did.
You're not even a little bit sorry?
I am sorry that he lied to you. I really am. No one deserves to be misled like that. But let's be honest, you saw the red flags. You chose to ignore them because it felt good to be the one he chose. You made your choices, Ellie, and now you have to live with the consequences. That's not cruelty, it's just reality. You wanted the man? Well, this is the full package. And unfortunately, there's no return policy.
Wow.
You wanted him, now you've got him, and everything that comes with him. Enjoy.
Hey.
Well, this is a surprise.
Oh, good. You didn't block me after that last conversation.
What is it, Ellie?
The other moms came by today. They came to pick up the kids. All of them.
Well, that's good news for you, isn't it?
They told me to tell you something.
Oh?
They said thank you.
Really?
They said to tell you thank you for raising their kids so well.
Huh.
They said they were always grateful you were there when they couldn't be. I didn't know what to say. I just stood there.
Well, I'm glad to know my work was appreciated.
Yeah, I've actually been thinking about that for a while now. Like, I've only been doing this for a week, and I'm exhausted.
Try several years without a break while working full-time.
I don't know how you did it, Mallory.
Neither did I. I was just too tired to stop.
It couldn't have been easy.
It wasn't. No part of it was. But someone had to make sure the lights stayed on and the kids were fed.
And you did all that while paying for everything?
Every bill, every school supply, every broken phone, while he bought useless tech and took midday naps.
I used to think you were cold, harsh, like you were trying to make Howard miserable.
I was worn down, and when you're the only adult in the house, you don't get the luxury of being soft.
I get it now. I think I really do.
Then you're already ahead of where I was at your age.
I wanted this fairy tale life. I grew up poor, like really poor. My mom raised 4 of us on her own. We lived in this crumbling old duplex with pipes that knocked at night and windows that wouldn't shut in winter.
Sounds about right. Mine whistled every time it snowed.
We used to tape plastic over the windows. I'd wake up, sing my breath, and pretend it was fun, like we were camping. Some nights, dinner was just rice and ketchup. Mom would smile and say it was a special treat. I think she was trying to keep us from feeling poor.
Moms do that. Try to make it feel normal so we don't see how bad it is.
Sundays were coupon days. We'd sit on the floor with flyers, circling things we needed and crossing out everything we couldn't afford. She worked so hard, cleaning houses, babysitting, whatever she could find. I barely saw her awake, and when I did, her face looked hollow.
That kind of tired doesn't sleep off. It becomes part of you.
I told myself I'd never end up like that. I wanted to be taken care of for once. I thought if I found someone successful, someone who really had it together.
You wouldn't have to worry, wouldn't have to hustle.
Exactly. So when I met Howard and he said all the right things, I wanted to believe him. He made it sound like I'd finally be safe. He called me his queen, said he'd spoil me, protect me, build a future with me.
He's good at the script. He's rehearsed it enough times.
And I fell for it. I wanted to believe I was the exception, that I was finally going to live the life I dreamed about as a kid. But now I see, he was never planning to lift me up. He just wanted someone to catch him as he kept falling.
Yep, that's Howard. All wrapping paper, no gift inside.
I know now that I was wrong. I hurt people trying to chase a dream.
You did, but you're not the first woman to learn that lesson too late.
I'm gonna try living with him for a bit, just to see how things go.
You really want to test that theory on hard mode?
I need to be sure. I want to try.
Then make a backup plan now. Secret savings account, car in your name, somewhere to run if it gets bad.
You really think I'll need all that?
I know you will. Howard doesn't get better. He gets heavier.
But the kids, they're not all bad. Some of them are actually kind of sweet.
Of course they are. They've had to grow up fast too. You think you're the only one who's tired?
One of them asked if I was going to be around next Christmas. I didn't know what to say.
Say you'll try, but don't promise them forever unless you mean it. They've heard enough lies.
I'm trying to be honest now. I don't want to pretend anymore.
Then start with yourself. Be honest about what you need, what you deserve, what you're settling for.
I guess I just wanted you to know I respect you now, for all of it.
That's sweet, but respect doesn't erase history. You still blew up someone else's life.
I know, and I hate that. I'd take it back if I could.
That's the part no one warns you about, how long you have to live with it. Even if he's gone, the mess lingers.
Do you think I'm a terrible person?
No, I think you were a desperate person who made selfish choices. We've all been there. It's what you do next that matters.
I want to be better. I just don't know how.
Start small. Stop lying to others, but mostly to yourself. And stop hoping he'll become someone he never was.
You're really not sugarcoating anything, huh?
Sugarcoating is for birthday cakes and denial, neither of which helped me when I was scraping together grocery money.
Fair enough.
You want soft? Call your mom. You want truth? Keep texting me.
I think I'll take the truth.
Good, because I don't do pity parties.
Thanks, Mallory, for being straight with me.
Don't thank me, just listen and protect yourself. No one else will.
I will, I promise.
Don't promise me, promise yourself.
Okay.
And Ellie?
Yeah?
When he asks you to co-sign a loan next month, run.
So, that's it, huh? You win? They all went back to their moms?
It's not a game, Howard. They're with people who actually show up.
Yeah, because you turned them all against me! Don't pretend you didn't have a hand in this.
I didn't have to do anything. You handled that just fine on your own.
No, don't gaslight me. You always made me look like the bad guy. You let them see me struggle and then played the saint who cleaned it all up. You acted like I was useless, like I didn't matter. And now they're gone, Mallory. All of them, with their mothers. And I'm the jerk who got left behind.
Maybe because they got tired of waiting for you to try.
I did try! I had plans! I had things I wanted to fix! But you always jumped in first! You never let me figure it out!
I jumped in because someone had to. You were figuring it out while the rent was late and the fridge was empty.
It's just... it was easier when you were around!
Easier how?
I don't know. You had this system. You just handled everything. Even when we were fighting, you still kept it all going. I didn't have to think about the bills or school stuff or forms or anything. I could breathe, and now I can't even keep track of whose socks belong to which kid. Ellie's mad, the kids are gone, and I feel like I'm drowning.
Welcome to the life I lived for years.
I wasn't built for this kind of stress, okay? I just wanted a calm, happy family, but everything's falling apart.
No, Howard. You wanted someone else to build a calm, happy family while you kicked back and coasted through it.
I didn't sign up to be the bad guy.
Then stop acting like one.
Ellie keeps looking at me like I'm supposed to have the answers, but I don't. I never did. You did. You always did.
Because I had no choice. Because if I didn't do it, nobody would.
It hurts, okay? Knowing that all the kids went to their moms and none of them picked me.
Maybe they would have if they ever felt like they could rely on you.
I thought I was doing enough. I thought being there sometimes was better than not at all.
Sometimes doesn't build trust. Sometimes doesn't cut it.
So what? I'm just supposed to accept that I failed? That everyone left me because I wasn't good enough?
I'm saying it's time to be better, for once.
You make it sound so easy.
It's not. It never was. But you have a child now, a new one, and you've run out of people to blame. Ellie needs support. That baby needs stability. And frankly, you've wasted enough time feeling sorry for yourself. You want to prove you're not just some walking disappointment? Then grow up, show up, and start being a father for the first time in your life.
Hey, got a lot to tell you.
Should I grab popcorn or a fire extinguisher?
Lol, I deserve that. Look, I know you had every right to be mad at me. I was the villain in your story. For a while, at least. I didn't get it back then. I thought I was stepping into some fairy tale, and I didn't care whose world I was wrecking to get there. But I see it now. I see what I did. I know what I took, and I don't expect forgiveness. I just want you to know I get it.
Okay, go on.
So, about Howard. I gave it to him straight, like no sugarcoating, no tiptoeing. I told him flat out if he wanted to stay in this house, he had to grow up. No more sulking, no more hiding behind excuses. I told him I'm not his mother and I'm not his maid. I told him he had one job now. Show up, be a real man, be the kind of father his kids could trust for once. And if he couldn't do that, he could pack up and get out.
Wow.
I meant every word, and he listened, like actually listened. 3 weeks later, he got a job, a real one, steady hours, full benefits, no under-the-table nonsense. He's been waking up early, wearing collared shirts, packing his own lunch. I barely recognize him sometimes. And the best part? I handle everything else. The budget, the bills, the calendar. I run the house. He makes the money, but he doesn't make the decisions. Not anymore. I do. I told him straight up, if he wants a roof and a family, he follows my rules now. And so far, he's actually doing it.
Honestly, I'm impressed. I didn't think anyone could get through to him. You might just be the first woman in his life to make him step up. I mean, he's tried to pretend before, play house, act like the man of the hour, but it always fell apart. Maybe you finally figured out the trick. He doesn't need praise. He needs a damn checklist. I'm not saying he's fixed, but if you've really got him working and respecting structure, then girl, you might be performing miracles. Just don't let him slide. Keep the line hard. No wiggle room. That's how you keep him honest. I know we have something of a colored past, but for what it's worth, I'm rooting for you. It's been 3 months since Ellie told me how things were going. She gave birth to a little girl, healthy, loud, and apparently already ruling the house. Howard didn't pass out, even held her hand the whole time, or so I've been told. He's still working, same job, still showing up, no call-ins, no midweek disappearances, and as far as I can tell, no screw-ups. Ellie's got the house running like a business. She keeps the lights on, the budget balanced, and the fridge full, and she still finds time to make him lunch. I haven't seen it firsthand. I don't need to. I hear enough to know she's keeping things steady. A few weeks after the baby came, I went ahead and filed a statement with the court. Told them I no longer needed child support or alimony. Not because I forgot what he did, not because he earned a gold star, but because Ellie's doing the heavy lifting now. She's the one steering the ship, and if Howard's finally cleaning up after himself, I don't see the point in holding on out of spite. It wasn't a gift, it was a clean break. I didn't tell them, I didn't announce it. I just signed the papers and walked away. They've got a baby now, a real shot, maybe, at building something better. So for once, I'm staying out of it, watching from a distance, and hoping, quietly, that they don't waste it.
Hey, old hag, there isn't anything to eat right now. Why does someone who is only smart enough to do chores not even have the chores done today? At least do what you were born to do, please. What? Violet, you were coming back home today? I'm sorry, but today I'm at work. I won't be home from work until later tonight, so I made sure to tell your father to make up something for dinner. I don't care about that. Well, recently you haven't been coming home that often, so if you're going to do so, please text me and let me know first. I'm pretty busy with work now, and there are times when I can't come home early. I told Dad that I was going to come home today, but I'm pretty sure that the two of you haven't been communicating all too well recently between one another. So it's not impossible that he never told you, and that's why you didn't know. But as a wife and mom, you should always be managing things like dinner, right? That's why you're being called a failure as a mother and a failure as a wife now. Are you sure you have to say those kinds of things about me? I have been trying my best to be a good mother to you and a great wife to my husband. And even right now, I'm taking care of you, right? Well, there hasn't been a single moment where I've thought that you've been doing a good job caring for me, though. A pile of crap like you could at the very least get all your chores done like you've been asked. If you don't, you're most likely going to be thrown aside by Dad as he finds someone else. Violet, don't you think you could at least be a bit more kind to me and treat me with some respect from time to time? And you should be more careful of the things you say about others. You're in college now, which means something like that should be noticeable to you, correct? Huh? You're going to preach to me like you're someone special now? There is nothing that's going to make me want to listen to your preaching when you can't even do your one and only job of cleaning and cooking. How about you start working on changing your own self around before asking me to? I guess you're getting too old now for anything I have to say to you to mean anything. But to be honest, you've always been this way around me. Always. I think soon here the family should take some time to all sit down together and talk some things out. How does that sound? Sounds like a pain in the ass to me. Well, whatever. Today I'll just go out for dinner. I'm going to make you pay me back for that later, okay? Please and thank you. Violet, are you even listening to me right now? Violet! Do you think you could make some time to sit down with Violet and I so we can all have a little chat? I'm a bit concerned about the way Violet has been talking to me in an even more condescending tone lately. I feel that if we don't talk with her about that and have her change that attitude, she's going to have a rough future ahead.
She has every right to be talking down to you in a tone like that, though. There's nothing special about you because all you are is a pile of trash.
And I think the reason she talks to me like that is because she's gotten that poor attitude from you, Ralph. Could you at least only talk to me like that when we're alone and not around her?
Well, I'm not saying anything wrong, am I? When all of this is your fault, stop trying to make it sound like mine. Such a freaking idiot.
Hold on, are you even listening to me?
Talking with someone like you is only a waste of my time. Even though you're hated by both myself and Violet, you still choose to live in the same house as us, huh? I would never be able to put up with all of this crap every day. You must be pretty strong with that thick skull of yours, you dumbass.
Ralph, would you please cut all of that out and talk to me like I'm your wife? I'm seriously getting to my last nerve here, and I don't want you guys both crawling all over it. If you guys aren't going to join me for a little family meeting, then I'm going to take matters into my own hands.
Duh, what a pain. Just having to go out and see you in person and listen to your voice is a pain for me. If you get what I mean, then how about you start to earn some real money for us? Bye-bye now, and stop sending me all these needless texts all the time. I'm a very busy man that doesn't have the time to be talking with you.
You shouldn't even be saying things like that to your own wife. But I get it now. I finally understand your way of thinking well enough to make my own decision now. Hey, it seems like the lock on the front door is broken or something. I can't let myself inside the house right now. What should I be doing here, Ralph? Are you on your way home from work right now?
I went and changed the lock on the house.
What? What do you mean you went and changed the lock? Why would you do something like that?
I had a nice long chat with Violet the other night, and we came to the conclusion that neither of us really need you around us anymore.
Excuse me? You don't need me around you guys anymore. What are you trying to say to me right now? I have no clue what you think you're going on about right now, but what made you think changing the lock on this house was a good idea without informing me about it?
We had a reason to, and that's to make sure you can no longer come into the house anymore. In other words, we're telling you to get lost by doing it. There's no place for you in that house anymore. Thanks for all the half-assed work you did taking care of us. And the loan on the place has lasted for 20 years now, right? Which means it should be pretty much paid off by now.
So you're really wanting to kick me out of the house and family now, Ralph? And that's why you went and changed the lock on me like this? And you said that Violet was 100% okay with this happening?
Actually, it was her that came up with the idea of having you kicked out.
Is that right? So this was all her plan?
That just goes to show how much the girl has always hated your guts. It's been 20 years now of her and I both hating you, and I'd really like you to start realizing that, please. All the locks on the house have been changed, so don't you dare ever come back to my place.
I see. I'll try my best not to. And as for you both, good luck.
You're the one that's gonna need all the luck you can get now. Your usefulness has been all used up now. In other words, we have nothing else we could possibly need you around us for. So sorry for squeezing you dry. Now get the hell off my property and go someplace else.
Understood. I'm going to get lost as you've asked. But I still have some things to do with the loan on this house, as well as grab all my things from the room so that I don't have to lose them all to you. So do you mind me climbing in through one of the windows? Seems like the one closest to Violet's bedroom wasn't locked, so I'm able to get it open still.
What? Was there even a window over by your bedroom?
After 20 years of living in this house, you don't have any recollection of this window? Well, no matter. I'm going to grab all my things now and take them out here. And like you've seemed to have been wanting, we're going to get a divorce, so don't worry. I'll make sure to have a truck over tomorrow to grab the rest of my things. I'll be working on the divorce papers for us, as well as the loan papers for the house, so that you may take over on paying things off. Can you make sure to fill out all of your parts for me, please?
You're gonna be all annoying about this crap all the way to the very end, huh?
Well, if we don't do all of these things the proper way, then I'm not going to be leaving this house, Ralph. And you wouldn't want to have to get back in touch with one another later on in life, right? I mean, we could always hire lawyers at that point to work things out with one another, so I guess it wouldn't matter. But that would just be a waste of our money, correct?
Huh? Get a lawyer? You'd think I'd want to do something even more annoying than what we're already having to do? I get it already. I'll make sure to fill out all my parts on those documents and sign them. Make sure you have them ready for me and on the counter for when I get home. And if you don't do that for me, then I'm not gonna fill out jack.
You people always have to carry things out with that attitude until the very end, don't you? I promise that I'll have everything set out for you in a way that's easy for you to understand. So please, make sure to fill everything out the proper way for me. Now, I'm going to get to work on leaving this place. I'm sure things are going to be a bit more difficult from now on, but just try your best not to sink.
Hey, what happened to you paying off this loan? I just got a letter in the mail saying that this month's payment still hasn't been done. Why's that?
Excuse me? Why are you asking me why it hasn't been paid yet? That's your own house, and it's your job as the owner to make sure that the loan gets paid off on time, right? Stop trying to make me pay for your property, bud. So go ahead and pay this month's payment before it's too late and you get hit hard.
What? What the hell are you talking about? Does that mean you're not going to be paying for this place anymore? And was there really this much of the loan left to be paid off before you left? Didn't you work on paying it off for the past 20 years?
What's that? That loan is going to be paid off over the next 40 years, Ralph.
What? So this loan was taken out for 40 years? Then you're telling me there's another 20 years left to go? How much am I going to have to pay every month? You think I'm going to be able to pay off this house for another 20 years?
When you and I were getting divorced, I made sure you had a look at all of the documents that pertain to the loan on that house. You then went and signed everything, transferring the name on that house from mine to yours, right? And actually, the whole time you and Violet had been persecuting me, I'd been the one paying off that loan so we could live there. Since I was able to do that for 20 years, don't you think you can do the other 20? Or is that not going to be possible with your income?
Hold on a minute. Does this mean I'm going to have to pay for things like the water and gas to the house? That's why there are so many bills coming in the mail addressed to me right now. What the hell is this? You should be the one paying for all these things, right?
Would you stop acting like a goddamn spoiled child already?
What?
You and I are divorced now. So why the hell should I have to pay for you and Violet to live in a house that isn't even mine anymore? Both the loan on that house and all of the bills are meant to be paid by you now, of course. And if you're not able to pay those things now, then how about you go and talk with Violet about it and have her start helping you pay? And if that's going to be impossible for the two of you, then it's time to think about moving out of that place and into a new house, right? But let's be real here, all of those things have nothing to do with me, so could you please stop talking to me about them? I want you to learn right now that you contacting me about any of those things won't fix them for you, so leave me alone.
But I don't make a whole lot of money. The whole reason you were paying for everything is because you make more than me, right? And I really had no clue there would still be another 20 years left of this loan after kicking you out. I can't pay all of this.
Is that so? Then why not leave?
What did you just say? And where would we go to live next? Stop saying things that make it sound like you have nothing to do with this.
What would you like me to say to you then? I have nothing left at all that I care to say to someone like you, Ralph.
That's it. You left me with Violet in the divorce, so you pay me her child support.
Her child support? Ralph, are you saying that to me seriously?
I sure am. You know that I'm serious about this. If I'm gonna have to be the one who has to care for her from now on all by myself, then naturally you should be paying me child support now, right? It's the parent's responsibility to pay something like child support for their child. Are you even her parent if you don't pay up? Well, even if you don't, then make sure you at least pay for this house and all the bills that come with it. You're her parent after all, so you have to at least be paying for something, right?
What is there for me to say about all of that? You're wanting me to pay child support for Violet, even though she's a 20-year-old college student now that's barely even home anymore. Okay.
Her age has nothing to do with it.
The thing is, though, it really does. Child support is something that is only paid until the child has turned 18. And as you and I should both be aware, she is 20 years old. She's an adult. There is nothing called adult support for her, right? And another thing. You just made it sound like I was the one that left her with you to take care of. But wasn't it the both of you that had that chat with one another to change all the locks on the house and have me kicked out of it? Tell me, how did I make you take her when I never had a choice in the first place?
This and that are two completely different things.
Oh, they are? Tell me what's so different, Ralph, As far as I'm aware, for the past 20 years, I've been the only one who's really cared for Violet. And I've been the one paying for all her needs as well, right? So I don't really understand what you were going on about just then when you said it's the parents' responsibility to pay for their child. Actually, I didn't even think you could understand something like that. I always thought you just expected me to pay for everything, for the both of your sorry little asses.
I just had you paying because, look, you were the one with a bigger salary, which made me think I shouldn't have to be the one forced to pay.
Is that right? Well then, now that I'm no longer your wife, you're going to have to take care of things, okay? For the past 25 years, I've been the one taking care of you with my income since you've been practically unemployed this whole time. I get that you love to talk about how you wanted to quit your job and find another, and then quit that one and find another. But when you do that over and over again, it really starts to piss me off. Because I felt that I'd have to be the one paying for you in the house for the rest of my life. But the funny thing about it all is as much as you love to talk about it with me, you never said a word about it to your own daughter. And as long as you look good to her, that's all that matters, right? And in order to keep her from believing anything I said to her about you, you started to tell her to not trust me and to call me names like you would. Then once you had felt as though you'd had enough of me, you used her hatred for me as a way to get me kicked out of the house and the family, right?
If you're so upset about being kicked out, then you can come back here anytime.
Huh? Can you even read, Ralph? Have you been reading any of the things I just sent you there? I'm sorry, but I have no idea what's going on with you anymore. Why, after all the things I've said to you, would you think that I'd ever want to go back to that house?
Because that's what all of this is about. You're still upset about how Violet and I took over the house and kicked you out, right? Then forget about it. You can come back here. I'll make sure to talk with Violet about why you're coming back. So come back here and let's all get back together, all right? Then you can go back to paying for everything like you'd been doing before for us, like the loan and the bills.
Is this what people mean when they say it's too difficult to speak to animals? You seem to have never understood the English language then, huh? Well, that's too bad, really. I'm kind of sad seeing you struggle so much, try and comprehend even the most basic of things in English. If you just assumed that all of those things I was saying meant I was upset about being kicked out of that house, then you are very much wrong about that. I am tired of you guys. You both really did a number on me these past 20 years, and it's going to end here.
What do you mean you're tired of us? What did we ever do to you?
Well, it's primarily been you that's done all of those things to me, and not Violet. Back when she was young, she was a very cute little girl to me. But after you went and brainwashed her, she turned into a real bitch. It's all because of the things you said to her about me that she started to think it was fine to hate her own mother.
Why is all of this my fault? I didn't have anything to do with her emotions. That's not even something I, as a man, can control.
Well, in some cases, that's true, actually. But now, especially, there is nothing you can do about the way she talks and acts. You were saying horrible things about me to her ever since she could understand what you were saying, all while I had been working my ass off to pay off all your debt and pay for our home and everything. I was so busy doing all those things for you guys, yet all you ever cared about was why I was never home doing the chores, and complained to me about our daughter in the worst ways possible. You have talked down to me like that all this time, Ralph, all while your daughter was there listening and learning from it. And that is why she now behaves the same way as you, talking down to me and treating me like I'm nothing at all. In the end, that led to her just outright hating me, all because you constantly drove into her mind that it was right to hate me. Well, going on about all of this now isn't going to really change anything, will it?
There was no helping that, though. That's all I ever had to say about you then. Had I not been complaining about you all the time in front of her, she might have started to ask about why I wasn't going to work every day. So I had to make her think that you were the problem, and that's what I did.
The choice you made doing all of that is crazy to me, though. Well, anyway, you and I are divorced from one another now, which means from now on, leave me out of your mess. Since that happens to be your house now, you do something with your own means to make it work.
How dare you not take responsibility for this?
How dare I? Hasn't it been you never taking any responsibility for anything but years and years now, bud? It was you that had me kicked out of the house with the help of your daughter, so figure out how to manage your mistake. Oh, that's right. Now that I have you here, I want to say that I am no longer paying for Violet's tuition and won't be giving her an allowance anymore either.
What? Her tuition? What are you talking about?
After all that talking about how you would make yourself look good in front of your own daughter, you don't seem to know anything about her at all, do you? Your daughter's going to college right now and has to pay a tuition to be there. And this next semester that she enters into, I am not going to be paying for it. By the end of this month, you're going to have to pay for her next semester, so good luck with that.
Wait. What? She has a tuition that needs to be paid? I never knew that she needed to pay to go to that school. That's something I'll have to pay for as well? What? But what's my reason for having to pay that? I don't even have any savings left, so how am I going to pay for that?
You're going to start yelling at me over that again? Are you angry at yourself because you're finally realizing all the things I had to put up with and pay for while you were both constantly patronizing me? Well, even if you finally come to understand things for how they've truly been, nothing is going to change. Now then, good luck paying for all of those things on your own. And make sure to work with your daughter from now on so she doesn't start to hate you next and have you kicked out of that house. Now, this is really my goodbye to you forever. Thank you for what little you gave up to me until now. But let's be honest, there's nothing at all I really need to thank you for. Mom, what the hell is going on here? I heard about a lot of this from Dad, but you're not going to be paying for this house or for my tuition anymore? Do you call yourself a mother still after saying those things? Do you understand what it means to be my parent? What's that? I'm afraid I don't understand a single word that just came out of your mouth there. What? Mom? Stop acting like my daughter only when it's to benefit you, Missy. And after all that time of talking to me like I was nothing more than a slave to you, and after realizing all of the things I'd been paying for the both of you guys without a single thank you, you're going to come and call yourself my daughter and act like all of this is my fault? This is why I told your father that I can no longer stand dealing with the both of you anymore. I am no longer a part of your family now, so consider me a stranger to you. A stranger? If you're saying all of that, then what are Dad and I going to do? You're an adult now, Violet. And I am well aware that the whole time you've been going to college, you've really only been going out to mess around with different men and play with your girlfriends. How about you get yourself a part-time job, at least if you're wanting to just waste time and help your dad with the bills? It's not like he's able to pay for the house or your tuition on his own, right? So really, all there is left for you to do is work. But I'm only a college student still. For me to go and work now to make money? Stop behaving like a goddamn spoiled child like your father. I went through 20 years of putting all my time and money into making sure you were cared for, along with your father, and yet you never once thanked me for any of it and only grew to hate me more. I am not going to do that anymore, and I am thankful that you both kicked me out of the family. If you're still wanting to stay in school, then you make that happen yourself. Go ask your father for help there. That's it. Do you understand what I've just said? Well, even if you don't, I don't care. There is nothing else I can say that will help either one of you, so leave me. Good luck with that father of yours, and I hope you both don't end up homeless. Well, I don't have high hopes for that, though, with a father like Ralph. Mom, it's been a little while. Are you doing all right? What is all of this about? I dropped out of college, and I'm even working now, over 40 hours every week. All of those things you said to me before, I've finally come to understand now. And so I wanted to apologize to you. Apologizing to me? Why would you want to? I feel that the way I'd been treating you for so long now was not the way a daughter should treat their mother. That's very true. For as long as I can remember, you've been a real bitch to me for no good reason. I'm so sorry for that. I finally come to realize that I need to stop relying on others and work for myself now. Dad wasn't able to pay for anything, like you were saying. Not the house, not the bills, not for my tuition. I had to leave the house after he went and sold it one day without even talking to me first. I haven't seen him since then, and he never replies to any of my calls or texts. I've started to really think about who I was to him. That man has always been that way, ever since I married him. He only wants to think about himself being the strong one and doesn't care about others. I finally, although much too late, realized that it's because of you, having always taken care of me, that I've made it to where I am at now. I'm sure there's no easy way to forgive me or anything, but I've been thinking, maybe you and I can become close to one another again. Violet, I'm happy to hear that you've finally noticed all of those things, and hearing that you're doing all right on your own now makes me feel all joyful for you. I'm not going to be supporting you financially anymore, but if that's okay with you, then I'm fine talking to one another over the phone every once in a while. I don't need any more of your money. I know that I have to support my own life now. Then that means you really have grown up then, huh? Mom, I'm so sorry for everything that I'd done to you. From now on, is it all right if I keep calling you Mom like this again? The thing is, Violet, I've always been your mother. Therefore, it's all right for you to call me your mom. Now, the next time I have time to talk, let's call, okay? Now you take good care of yourself and try and stay happy, Violet. I know that the harder you fight and work, the better off you'll be down the road. So I'll talk to you soon. And thank you for finally understanding the things I had said to you. Violet seemed to be doing well on her own, having a job where she could work full-time and a small little apartment to stay in. And after a year had gone by of her being out of college, she was able to pay for school again and started to study some more until she had finally graduated. Then, after she was out of school with her degree, she was able to get into the company she had been aiming for, with no issues at all. When she had invited me to come all the way out to her graduation ceremony, I was in tears, thinking that she actually wanted her own mother to be there and see her. Right now, it's still unknown where my pile of garbage ex-husband ran off to, but I like to think things are millions of times better this way and don't care to ever find him. To both my daughter and I, he is the most unnecessary person we know, and are doing just fine without him. Being able to finally have my little girl back after close to 20 years of constant torture and having to fight with her has made me feel so blessed, and I can't wait to see what comes next for us as mother and daughter. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Hey, what's this? These are your poker losses, aren't they? You've lost thousands?
Hey, why are you looking at that? That's private.
Your gambling affects me too. There's no privacy when it comes to this. Besides, I told you not to leave papers in your pockets before laundry.
That's not even the full amount.
What do you mean, not the full amount? How much have you lost?
I don't want to talk about it right now.
No, we are talking about this. How much?
Maybe double what you see there.
I'm the one who should be feeling down. Look, you'll never make it as a professional poker player if you keep losing big every single day like this.
You don't understand poker. Everyone has losing streaks.
How long has this streak been going on?
Just a few months.
A few months?
Shut up! I'm just having bad luck right now. Poker is all about luck anyway, so these phases happen.
Someone aiming to be a pro shouldn't say it's all about luck. If you want to be a pro, stop gambling with real money first.
What's the point of playing if there's no money involved?
To learn, to practice, to actually understand the game.
Maybe I should try the races to lift my mood.
Are you serious right now? Don't try to fix gambling losses with more gambling. And you've been withdrawing money from our joint account bit by bit, haven't you? How much did you take from our account?
I don't remember exactly.
Check your withdrawals now.
Maybe around $5,000.
Did you think I wouldn't notice? You are the worst.
Wait, please. Yes, I took some money, but I was planning to return it tenfold.
With what money? You keep losing.
I'm learning. Each loss teaches me something.
That's not an excuse at all. Well, go ahead and make it tenfold then.
If it were that easy to make money, I wouldn't be struggling.
You're the one who said it. Just get a job.
I had a job. I quit because I knew I could make more with poker.
That was the stupidest decision you have ever made. What a brat.
Brat? How dare you call your husband a brat? You don't have any right to treat me like a child.
Well, at least children don't gamble. I can't believe you withdrew money from our savings account. I want a divorce.
No, please, you can't.
Why not? Give me one good reason.
What? No, wait, please. I understand I was wrong. Please, give me one last chance, please.
Chance for what? What kind of chance?
I'll stop gambling. I'll only bet in small amounts like $1 hands.
That's not stopping at all. Gambling is gambling, no matter the amount.
Okay, you're right. No gambling at all.
I've heard this before.
This time I mean it. I'll quit gambling completely, and I'll look for work. Is that good enough?
Actions speak louder than words. What is your plan?
I'll start sending out resumes tomorrow.
And the gambling?
I promise, no more gambling, starting now.
Yes, do that, and pay back the money you took from our account. Got it?
Yeah, of course. I totally understand. I'm really sorry, Sarah.
We'll see if you mean it this time.
I do. I really do.
Good grief. Hey, this is ridiculous. You promised last night. You said no more gambling.
Oh, yeah, of course I promised. That's why I said I was going out job hunting in my suit today.
Really? Which companies are you planning to visit?
Few places downtown. Got some interviews lined up.
Which companies specifically?
You know, big corporations, the usual places.
I see. So you're trying to get a job at the casino.
What? No, that's not,
Don't bother lying. I can literally see you right now.
Well, that wouldn't be bad. Sarah, what are you talking about?
I followed you. You went straight to the casino without hesitation.
You followed me? That's crossing a line.
You crossed the line when you broke your promise in less than 24 hours.
No, that's not. I actually hesitated quite a bit.
So you admit going there.
It's not what you think. I'm networking.
Networking?
Yeah, there are lots of successful people at casinos.
Well, I'm at the casino now too, and you know what I see?
Well, I went, but I didn't gamble. There's this regular, an old-timer who said he'd be there today, and I just wanted to see him.
Liar, you're losing badly right now. I checked the table behind you.
What? You can't be here.
But I am. Turn around.
Huh? Sarah, why are you here?
Because I knew you'd do this. I knew you'd break your promise.
I can explain.
Explain what? How you're networking while losing another $1,000?
This is different. I'm up right now.
No, you're not. I've been watching for the last hour.
Just give me a few more hands to win it back.
We're done. You broke your promise. I'm getting a divorce and I'm going home. Goodbye.
Wait, please, Sarah, don't go, please.
No, you should be chasing after me. This is literally the moment you should be doing that.
But I'm in the middle of a game. I've got a good hand. I'll come after this round.
Are you serious right now?
Just one more hand. This could be the big win.
You're choosing poker over your marriage.
It's not like that. This hand could fix everything.
Nothing can fix this anymore.
Please, 5 more minutes.
Oh, forget it.
Sarah, wait.
Still at your table, aren't you?
Just finishing up.
Don't bother texting me anymore. We're through.
You don't mean that.
I do. And guess what? I'm blocking your number after this.
No, please, just let me finish this hand.
Goodbye. Sarah, you must have been surprised when you got home. Quite a shock, wasn't it? Mrs. Thompson, what's going on? The house is completely empty. What's there to be confused about? We did you a favor. A favor? Everything is gone. What do you mean, what's going on? It's exactly what it looks like. We moved. That apartment was too small anyway. You can't just move people's belongings without asking. Well, they're family belongings. We had every right. Yes, but why did you do this? Oh my, is it because you didn't finish high school? Oh, can't you understand what moving means? We changed homes, like hermit crabs. Does that make sense to your little dropout brain? Stop being condescending. I am asking why you did this. Don't take that tone with me. This is for the best. The best for whom? Well, I heard you had a fight with Tom, and you even mentioned a divorce, didn't you? So we decided to make it happen. You had no right to make that decision. We're his family. We know what's best for him. Tom doesn't want a divorce. Of course he does. He's sick of supporting a deadbeat wife. Supporting me? Is that what he told you? We all know the truth. You just stay at home all day. Now, that is nonsense. Tom is just making things up. I'm actually the one who, as if we'd believe that. Tom graduated from an Ivy League school and worked at a Fortune 500 company. He doesn't need support from a high school dropout like you. You really have no idea what's going on, do you? We know exactly what's going on. You're dragging our Tom down. That's ancient history. Your precious son isn't the successful boy you think he is anymore. But if that's what you want to believe, fine. What are you implying about my son? Why don't you ask him about his current job? Of course it's fine. We're tired of living with a deadbeat daughter-in-law. We've all moved out, so you can live alone now. Where did you even move to? That's none of your business anymore. Well, good luck with your unemployed son. Stop saying he's unemployed. He's successful. When was the last time you saw him go to work? You're the unemployed one. Go be homeless for all I care. By the way, did Tom agree to this move? Actually, we haven't told him yet. It's a surprise. What? Why do you look so worried? This is a good thing. Did you even consider asking him first? Well, he seemed fed up with you talking back all the time, so we got him a house as a present. A present? What about the money? Why are you so concerned about money? Because someone has to be. Of course, I used my own savings, used it all up for the initial costs, but it's fine since Tom earns well. Oh boy, well, don't say I didn't warn you. Warn me about what? What are you hiding? Nothing. You wouldn't believe me anyway. What's there to warn about? Everything will be fine. Tom is a high-earning executive after all. When was the last time you saw any proof of his earnings? How dare you question my son? Well, good luck with everything, but I will be claiming back all the money he spent during our marriage. Keep dreaming. Oh, I'm not dreaming. I have all the receipts. You're just jealous of Tom's success. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Mrs. Thompson. You'll regret this attitude when Tom shows everyone how successful he is. I look forward to seeing that.
Sarah, this isn't what it looks like. I didn't know about this move either.
Your mother told me that, but you could have refused.
How can I refuse? They already paid for everything.
By telling them the truth.
But I couldn't find a reason to refuse. I can't tell them we can't survive without you.
Why not? Are you that ashamed?
You don't understand how hard this is for me.
No, you don't understand how hard this has been for me.
You should have told them the truth.
You should have told them it's the truth. No matter how many times I tried to tell them, they wouldn't believe me.
Can we work something out?
Like what?
Please, can you secretly transfer the living expenses to me each month?
What?
Just hear me out.
I'm listening, but this better be good.
We can't survive otherwise, just until I make it as a professional poker player, please.
Are you still going on about being a pro player?
I'm getting better, really!
How can you make such an outrageously shameless request? I was planning to divorce you anyway, so this situation works out perfectly for me. I have no reason to help you.
But what about all our years together?
You mean all the years I supported you while you gambled?
Wait, please, I'm begging you, my life depends on it!
My life is at stake too. I don't have the time or money to waste on a loser like you. I've already wasted too much and regret it all.
Just give me 6 months!
No.
3 months!
Still no.
I promise you won't regret it anymore. If you send me monthly living expenses, I'll give you special perks.
What is this, a subscription service? There is zero demand.
I'll pay you back double.
With what money?
Please, I'm begging you. If my parents give up on me too, I'm finished. When I make it as a pro poker player, I'll pay you back 100 times over.
When has that ever worked out?
This time will be different.
You lose every day. You'll never make it. If you really want to pay me back, get a real job right now.
I can't waste my talent.
What talent? You've lost every penny we had.
No, I don't want to be anything but a poker player. That's my dream. Stop criticizing people's dreams.
Dreams need to be realistic.
You're just like everyone else, trying to crush my dreams.
This guy, that's it, I'm done. You know what? At first I found your unconventional thinking interesting, but now it's just unbearable.
You used to support my dreams.
I supported you trying to learn poker as a hobby, not throwing away our life savings.
I can still fix this.
No, you can't, and I am done trying.
Wait, help me.
Goodbye, Tom.
Please, just one more chance.
I've given you too many chances already. Hey, don't tell me you're actually unemployed.
Huh? Come on, Mom. I'm an ultra-elite miracle businessman. You know that.
Then why haven't I seen you go to work once since we moved?
I work remotely like Sarah used to.
Well, we received some mail. It looks like a debt collection notice.
Those are just spam. Everyone gets those.
This one has your name and social security number on it.
No, that can't be right. It must be a mistake. It's not for me. Maybe it's for Dad. He looks like someone who'd have debt.
How dare you talk about your father that way? Don't try to blame him for your mistakes. This is yours.
Maybe it's a scam?
I told you, your name is on it. Come to think of it, Sarah mentioned something about this when we moved in.
Sarah's just trying to make me look bad.
There are 3 different collection agencies here.
Mom, are you doubting your own son? I'm not unemployed and I don't have any debt, so don't worry.
Show me your bank statements.
That's private.
I want to see your pay slips.
They're digital. The company is very eco-friendly.
Then I want to see you go to work tomorrow. Just seeing that will put my mind at ease.
You want to follow me to work? That's embarrassing.
Just let me see you enter your office building.
Oh, all right. See, Mom, I walked right into this big corporate building. Now you believe me, right? Well, I better get to work.
No, the alarm went off as soon as you entered.
That's different. It's supposed to ring. You know what they say, every workday starts with a bell.
I don't think anyone says that. Security is running towards you,
They're just eager to greet me.
eager to pin you down and put some handcuffs on you, sure.
Look, I'm already at my desk. Can you see me from the window on the top floor?
I can see you arguing with security just inside the entrance.
Well, if I was really caught by security, I wouldn't be able to text you freely like...
Huh? Tom, what are those letters? Did security really catch you?
No, my phone just glitched.
I'm watching them trying to escort you out.
This is just a misunderstanding.
Oh, stop lying to me. What is really going on?
I can explain everything.
Why are they calling the police?
Don't worry, I know people here.
Then why are you running?
I'm late for a meeting.
You're running away from the building.
Taking the scenic route?
I can't believe it. Everything Sarah said was true, wasn't it?
Gotta go, important meeting.
Thomas Thompson, you get back here right now!
Sorry, Mom, can't talk. Running!
Us up, didn't you? Excuse me? What's this about? Tom was really unemployed. If you had properly told us the truth, we wouldn't have found out this way. I've been telling you this all along. You're the one who wouldn't believe me. You should have tried harder. I tried for months. You called me a liar every time. Well, how could I believe that you were supporting the household alone? How do you even have that kind of money? I'm an executive at a tech startup. I receive executive compensation. It's not that much, but it's enough. A company executive? Then why are you always at home? I'm not always at home. You just never paid attention. I never saw you go off to work. We're mostly remote these days. Our business doesn't require much office time. Still, I go to the office about twice a week. You just never noticed. Well, that's convenient. It's the truth. Check my LinkedIn if you don't believe me. Is that so? Ugh. More importantly, why did you finally believe Tom was unemployed? You never believed me, no matter how many times I told you. Well, various things happened. Anyway, why don't you come live with us? What? We need you. Oh, now you need me? Well, you must be lonely by yourself. Come live with us in this house. You can reconcile with Tom. So you want me to take care of you all again? Absolutely not. Why are you being so difficult? Me? Difficult? Look, I didn't know you were supporting the household. If I'd known, I would never have treated you that way. Really? I don't care. The answer is absolutely no. Why not? I'm apologizing, aren't I? This doesn't feel like an apology at all. It feels more like you're trying to take advantage of me. How ungrateful can you be? Ungrateful for what exactly? You're being very immature. Our livelihood is at stake. Are you going to abandon us just because of your selfishness? Well, that's quite an argument. You're definitely Tom's mother. Keep going with that attitude. Let's see how many people stick around. You think you're so much better than us. I think I'm done being used by you. Are you mocking me? Oh, you've got some nerve. I'll come to your place right now and teach you a lesson. Is that a threat? Who knows, but you better watch out. Are you seriously threatening me right now? You, come out right now! If you don't, I'll kick this door down! Wait, what? Where are you right now? Where else? I'm at your apartment door. You're still living in that apartment, right? Come out now! No, I don't live there anymore. Stop lying! I can hear movement inside. Those are the new tenants. Don't lie. Fine, time for the last resort. What? What are you planning to do? I'll spray the fire extinguisher through your mailbox. That'll smoke you out. Come out now. Are you insane? That's a crime. You're the criminal here. What kind of crazy idea is that? Listen, Mrs. Thompson, I moved out. That apartment is either empty or it has new tenants. You can't run forever. Ugh! Huh? What happened? Someone called security. Well, of course they did. To call the police. This was between us. I didn't call them. But of course someone would report an old lady banging on doors and trying to spray fire extinguishers through mailboxes. You planned this. How could I plan you acting crazy? Oh, I managed to escape, but this is troublesome. It's all your fault. I really don't live there anymore. You might get sued for damages and compensation by the current tenant. Apparently so. A strange woman came out of the apartment. She's talking to the police. Did you actually assault someone? I just sprayed a little. You're still hiding where you can see them? You should turn yourself in. It'll only make things worse. You know there are security cameras in that building. Help me fix this. Fix what? Your assault on an innocent tenant? You're right. Oh, please help me. Can't you explain the situation? If I honestly explained the situation, it would only make you look worse. Oh, look, I'm a victim too. Tom deceived me. Good grief. I'll disown him. I'm disgusted that he deceived us too. Regardless of Tom, I can't associate with someone who tries to spray fire extinguishers through mailboxes. You have serious personality issues, Mrs. Thompson. I wouldn't even want to pass you on the street. Please, I'm begging you. If you abandon us, both mother and son will end up in jail. What? What do you mean? Tom got caught trying to break into a corporation building to show off to me that he was working there. He got detained by security, and I haven't heard from him since. How stupid can you both be? Like mother, like son. This is really bad. We're in deep trouble. What should we do? How would I know? You brought this on yourselves. Deal with it yourself. Listen, we can't afford the rent for the new house. Where are we supposed to live? Why don't you find another place, like a hermit crab, remember? How dare you throw my words back at me? Karma's funny that way, isn't it?
Hey,
What? Weren't you arrested? And what's with the casual, hey, what's your deal?
you won't believe what happened.
I'm not interested in more of your stories.
Well, I heard Mom got caught by the police and Dad abandoned the rental house and ran away in the middle of the night. It's a really bad situation.
Huh? Weren't you arrested too?
No, since I used to work there, they believed me when I said I was just confused and sleepy and went to the wrong building. They let me off with a warning.
That is the most ridiculous excuse I have ever heard.
But it worked. I still have connections there.
Oh, really? Amazing how that excuse worked.
Anyway, check your bank account.
Why should I?
Just do it, please.
Huh? What's all this money?
Actually, I've been participating in something these past few days.
If this is illegal money, I don't want it.
What? No way.
What?
A secret high-stakes poker tournament. VIP only, 6-figure pots.
What? That sounds like something out of a movie. Besides, you're terrible at poker and definitely not a VIP.
I got invited by accident.
By accident?
They probably invited me as a sucker, but wouldn't you know it? I kept winning. Won so much I lost count.
This sounds suspicious. How did you even get into a VIP tournament?
So I transferred everything I owed you. Sorry for all the trouble I caused.
You seem different. Like you've actually become sensible.
Well, I've got this ridiculous amount of money now. Everyone else looks like peasants to me. Makes me feel really zen, you know?
Sorry, I take it back. You haven't changed at all.
But I paid you back. That counts for something, right?
Where exactly was this tournament?
Just some private club.
Which private club?
Can't say. Very exclusive.
Tom?
Gotta go. More tournaments to win.
My mother-in-law was arrested and had to pay compensation and damages to the current tenant of the apartment. With no money, she had to borrow from sketchy loan sharks and is now drowning in debt. Nobody knows where she is or what she's doing. Tom was also arrested soon after. The VIP members-only illegal gambling ring was busted. It was quite a large operation, so of course the police were bound to notice. All of Tom's winnings were seized, naturally, and he went back to square one. The money he transferred to my account was also confiscated. It's only natural, I suppose. I'll make sure he pays me back properly by getting a real job. As for Tom, I hear he's still in debt and stubbornly continues to gamble at poker. I'm relieved to have cut ties with this dysfunctional family.